thanks to the team. You know how I feel about you, and thank you guys for all believing in my vision and coming to the University of Hartford and believing that we would build what we have, especially to the senior class for sticking with me for 4 years through your tough freshman year, and you all deserve what you've gotten in the 4 years you've been here. I can't thank you enough for coming to work every single day. You're the reason that we are where we are this year, and I just want to congratulate you guys for what you've accomplished, and thank you for making me the luckiest coach in the world and making me have the best job in the world.
3 years prior, we had 7 wins, when that junior group was freshmen. So we had taken some pretty big leaps and bounds from their, first year at Hartford to their first NCAA tournament appearance as juniors. So I think that it was just kind of a feeling that we had arrived a little bit, and that this group of seniors, juniors, and sophomores had really kind of found their niche in terms of Hartford tradition and Hartford history.
People want to know where you came from, but it's like we've always been here. You just weren't paying attention to us, and we've been over here working really, really hard, and we have arrived. We have arrived.
The Italy trip was a very memorable one, and I was very fortunate to be invited and enjoyed spending the time reporting back to Connecticut and the United States about the team's activities there.
So I think that the trip was just really relaxed. It gave us a chance to really get to know each other off the floor, spend some time with the players' families, and really get some excitement building up for that upcoming season.
I was like, this is unbelievable. Like Italy, or like Little Italy in New York, or so I mean, it was unbelievable to get that experience and be able to go out there and play. Off the court, it was again unbelievable. The places that we went, I mean, we went to Rome, we went to the Colosseum, we went to Lake Como, we went to Venice.
What I remember most about our trip to Italy was really the sense of family. I think that year, that team was very special, very close, but we also had a lot of the families join us. So to be able to be in a different country, play some really awesome basketball that was competitive but really fun and kind of lighthearted at the same time, and to be able to experience Italy, the food and the culture was just something I'll never forget.
What also stands out to me from that trip is probably the amount of food we ate. I think it was Jamie Gelati and Courtney Gelati, so we ate plenty of that. To experience the food, the culture, the attractions, we just had a fantastic time.
As an incoming freshman, it was a pretty exciting year. They just came off winning the championship our senior year in high school, and the upperclassmen, when we came in, they set the tone early from day one when we got there for summer school, and then right away when we got there in the fall, and it was just a mentality. They wanted to win, they wanted to get a back-to-back championship, and they wanted us to help them do it.
And then we definitely set a goal of getting to the NCAAs and then winning a game in the NCAAs. That was the goal from the very beginning of the season, and the senior class definitely set the tone.
But right away in the first practice, even in the summer, they just proved themselves. Mary Lynch, such a great player, such a great shooter. Bev, automatic impact, and Katie and Lisa, just fantastic players. So we knew we were going to be good. With them coming in ready to play, we knew we were going to be really good.
Erica Beverly was definitely an immediate impact. I think when you saw her even early in the season in the opening games, you knew you had something very special. And the beauty of it was that special talent you saw early on in the contributions only became more pronounced as the season went on, and especially in the postseason.
As a freshman, I didn't expect much, but I did know that in order to get somewhere, I had to work hard, and that's exactly what I did.
I don't know, can I say beast? Like, she was just a beast in her own right the moment she got to Hartford, and there was no doubt that she would be able to do what she did.
forget about the rookie of the conference, Erica Beverly. She runs the floor well, she's in there for rebounds, and she is one of the reasons why the Hartford Hawks are on top.
There probably hasn't been another player that grew as much, both personally and athletically, as Erica Messam in her 4 years at Hartford. I can remember her freshman year thinking that she was going to quit, that it was too hard, that we were too hard on her, but she persevered like nobody else has.
There have been tons of great players who have come through there, and they've really brought a lot of joy to my life. But the one person I remember from all 17 years is Erica Messam. She had it together. As a guard, she ran that team. It seemed to me, as an observer, that she was essentially another coach on the floor. And when the moments were big, she came up big. So I have a really fond place in my heart for Erica Messam, and I still can remember her playing.
Every team needs somebody that is not afraid to call you out on your mistakes, because it makes you look at them as a leader. Okay, like, she always handles her business, she always takes care of what needs to get done, and she'll not just call you out, but she'll call everybody out. She definitely was a leader.
I think being a leader was something that is just within me. I had to build myself to be a better athlete, a better teammate, just better in all areas. It was never like, I was the versatile player. I was the captain. I always worked at things, and Coach Riz and Sully and Coach Mick always reminded me, hey, you can always get better at this, you can get better at that. So being a leader was definitely something within.
I think when I saw Erica Messam and Ikea Witt together for the first time on some of those, lead passes or so on, the two just in tandem, starting a fast break or something up the floor, I said, boy, I'm not sure we had a compliment like these two people that I've seen in a long time. And not only a compliment on the court, but even if you look at their personalities and so on in the compliment, they were, where Erica a little quieter and more reserved, and I don't think anyone would ever accuse Ikea Witt of being reserved.
It was great playing with Erica. I mean, she made everything so much easier for not just me, but the whole team.
And I do think that the pressure that she put on herself to be a leader allowed Ikea to have her best season probably of her career. The two of them were just so dynamic in the backcourt. They could both play the point guard spot, they could both come off ball screens, they could get other people's shots, they could get themselves shots. They were so dangerous in transition, and they fed off of each other. They loved to play together, and they just really kind of owned that team.
Championship Sunday is here at the Chase Arena Rich Family Pavilion. The America East title game, the 2006 Friendship Cottage Cheese America East Women's Basketball Championship, pitting the third-seeded Boston University Terriers and the top seed, the Hartford Hawks.
America East Championship game this afternoon, BU and Hartford. A few years ago, it was sort of a novel idea, but now it's getting to be more of a tradition here. Third time in 5 years we've sat here before a championship game.
Yeah, it's nice. I think that we've been able to build the program to where our kids expect to be playing on the last day of the tournament. So I've been a nervous wreck all week, but my kids have shown me by their play and their demeanor that I have nothing to worry about, that it was their mission to get to today's game, and hopefully now I can just sit back and enjoy watching them play.
And the rebound is grabbed down by Hartford as Witt, right down the center lane, spinning inside, floats it up and in! And Hartford is out. Here's Messam all the way coast to coast, and she goes baseline and lays it in.
And a little full court pressure now by the Hartford ferocious defense.
Circle sends it off to Wexler, right side, down low Hood, and she lays it up and in and does the Boston University foul.
And then an aggressive inside pass from Ikea Whitney, far right wing corner, just outside.
Off to Messam, the head deke spinning around inside. Messam gonna lean into a shot herself, lay it up and in.
Oh, Erica Messam completely faking out Sherry Rappo, a little fake to the left, and she goes to the right with some theatrics.
Block sends it back out to Jess Clark. Watch another three, and this time Jess Clark has hit from beyond the arc.
Wow, Jess Clark stepping up, the senior.
Able to tip the rebound to Wexler, back to Schaefer for a three up top. It's good. Hood, foul line extended, down low Beverly, lays it up and in.
Great find and the connection from the two post players.
You have to, with Hartford and their depth, you have to size up every single substitution. And as players on the floor for BU, they need to communicate and recognize who's coming in and what their strength is and adjust.
The confidence that we had to play with each other was ridiculous, and it felt good. You know, we didn't worry about a lot of things because we had a lot of different weapons.
Firing off now to Messam, right side, back up top Wexler. Wexler for three, it's good!
Danielle Wexler gets Hartford off to a good start, and they're on the scoreboard.
Left-hand dribble, fires it off to Wexler, she's firing another three, Shazam!
And Danielle Wexler gets the crowd to their feet. Wexler comes down, pumping her fist. Messam skying for the rebound, coming up with an aggressive touch.
Here's Messam, line, lane, feeds off to an open Wexler, a third three, it's good!
Someone call the West Hartford Fire Department. Hartford is raining threes.
Listen to the crowd.
Meinhardt. Left side, Wexler. It's her fourth three of the afternoon and the 122nd of her career.
Foul circle, no good. Rebound, battled for. Jess Clark out hustles BU for it, and the Hawks will get another opportunity. Wexler for three, and she hits.
No hesitation, Wexler. That is what she's been known for throughout the 4 years here in West Hartford. Wexler, her fourth three of the afternoon.
Here's Wexler for three. It's good again.
Oh, boy.
6 threes. Danielle Wexler at 71-52.
You know, it was definitely goes down as one of my most favorite individual performances. And the reason for that being is Danielle Wexler was one of the hardest working players we ever had at Hartford. She was not the most talented. She didn't come in here with a high ranking. She didn't play a lot as a freshman. She had to earn her spot on the team, and nobody was going to take that away from her once she got it. And she had led us in three-point shooting, you know, up into that season, and was kind of on pace to even break the single season record or the career record for three-pointers made. And she put a lot of pressure on herself to make shots.
Inbounded DiDonato, there's your buzzer, rack it up, three's a charm. The Hartford Hawks, for the third time in 5 years, are America East champions and on their way to the NCAA tournament. 6 3-pointers in this one, so you were just storing them all up for this title game, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was just, the first 2 games I was 0 for whatever. Didn't hit 1 shot, and now just decided to come out and hit 6 threes.
And Ikea Witt also joining us here, and
How you doing?
I am doing good, but probably maybe not as well as you. Congratulations. And how you evolved as the season went on with your confidence.
It was just, I don't know what it was. I mean, we just started off strong. I started off a little slow, but, my teammates picked it up the whole season, and it was time for me to pick it up. So, I mean, what a better time than tournament time.
I know, it's really exciting. I mean, this team's had so much pressure on them all year. They're supposed to be good. Then we kept winning. We had 15 wins in a row, and they never wavered. They never folded. They never buckled. I'm just so proud of them. This senior class has come so long, and they've really turned the program around. We're 26-3. It's just amazing that Hartford's been able to come that far.
Finding out that we were playing Temple, first of all, just finding out that we're playing Temple, we're like, that's what we wanted. That's exactly what we were asking for. And to find out that we're playing them in New Jersey and half of our team is either from Pennsylvania or New Jersey, it was like, this is our game. Like it was like sent to us. The stage was set perfectly. I don't think it could have been any more perfect.
Like I keep on emphasizing is, trust in the process and the preparation. We led up to these steps. We are supposed to be here. We are supposed to win.
The matchup in the NCAAs that year, Temple and Hartford, 2 mid-majors, was intriguing. The coaching matchup was intriguing of 2 former players, star players.
Was I bothered that no one was giving us a chance? I personally like being on that side of the fence. I am almost 100% sure that everyone on that team didn't mind it either. Because what that does is it gives you a chance to fly under the radar while you fine-tune your weaknesses.
Erica, could you talk about what this means to you being a senior now and coming here?
It's business, basically.
Ikea, what's the mood of the team going in today?
I think everyone's really excited, ready to get going. We had a couple practices, so, now we're just ready to play.
Danielle, Temple has a good inside game with Dupree. How do you plan on defending her?
Well, I'm not going to give away our game plan, so sorry, I can't tell you that. But we're definitely not going to go in there looking to just let them do whatever.
After a week of workouts in preparation, schoolwork, and a little R&R, the day has finally arrived for the University of Hartford. A short ride down the turnpike and the Hartford Hawks find themselves playing in Trenton, New Jersey this afternoon for a Sunday brunch soiree with the 19th ranked Temple Owls. Having grown up not far away from here and all too familiar with these surroundings are the Hawks' Erica Messam, Ikea Witt, and Danielle Wexler, who will look to repeat her performance from last week's America East Championship game. 1 game, 1 shot in a single elimination format. The Battle of the Birds, the Hawks and the Owls. Tip-off is next.
Well, we knew D-Hood was going to be guarding Candace, and Sully and Coach Mick and Coach Riz, they did such a great job on the scout. We knew exactly what hand to take away and what her strengths and what her weaknesses were, and all the rest of the 4 players just focused on their matchups, but she was the key matchup, and D-Hood not only stopped her, but she scored too.
Everyone's asking us about, how are we going to stop Candace Dupree? We're like, well, what are they going to do with Danielle Hood? What are they going to do when we come out and we're not backing down? That's the real question, and, we showed that.
Here's Messam now. Off to Beverly, high post, looking for options. Inside, Hood who lays it in!
And Comfort, a nice job getting the ball.
Nice give and go. Hood accepts the pass and is free and lays it in. John spinning around, looking for options. Now goes right to the hoop and lays it up and in.
A strong move by Danielle Hood.
Down low, Hood. Hood looking for options. Takes the dribble, hooks it up and hits.
Hartford doing a phenomenal job of spreading the floor.
I just had to be locked in for my team. All season long, we helped carry each other. It wasn't one person specifically, who was doing it all. It was everybody contributing in their own way.
Tyre takes the lead. Here's Witt all the way coast to coast, lays it up and in. Here's Messam, sideline right. Holds, up top. Beverly the opening, takes it all the way and lays it in. strong move. Lobs it in, Clark, foul circle. She squares up, fires, and hits. Jess Clark, what about her outside shooting? But Wexler reaches in, and she has Witt ahead of the field. Wexler to Witt, who lays it up and in.
Great court awareness by Danielle Wexler. Not only does she come up with the steal, she gets the assist as well, finding Witt. And Coach Dawn Staley wants to call a timeout and talk it over.
So going into halftime, there was no doubt in our mind that we were going to win.
Looking for cutters, Messon's free, and she lays it in and draws the foul. Where fire, up no good from three, but she gets the loose basketball back. Messon now, back down to Hood, who lays it up and in.
Excellent execution again. Hartford right now clicking on all cylinders.
Setting up the offense. Hood along the baseline. Beverly sneaks free and lays it in.
Against the box and one.
Messam, fancy dribbling on Maddox. Handoff Schaefer for three. It's good! And the Hawks have jumped out to their biggest lead. The baseline. Messam reaches in for the steal. She outraces Owens Ford all the way. Lays it up no good. Wexler a follow-up and in. And Hartford has opened up a double-digit lead, 49-38. Here's Messam. Directs traffic. Cuts baseline all the way and lays it up and in.
A little flash and dazzle to that move. Faking to the right. She dribbles with the left.
Over to help, so it goes to Hood with a head deke. And she had the shot partially blocked, but Beverly gets a loose change and lays it in.
And Beverly skying for the ball.
Out. Bowens all the way. Beverly with a rejection. Off to Hood. Here comes Witt the other way. Witt, line, lane, floats it up and in, and draws the Temple foul. A score in more acrobatic fashion. Ikea Witt.
Jenna Gale and Jess Clark jump up off the bench. Danielle Matulis has her face piled in her hands. Courtney Gomez on the bench too, cheering on alongside Jamie McCabe. And Ikea Witt, John, how about that? A little behind the back theatrics as she brings it up the floor.
Center court area, it's Wexler.
They put it in Messam's hand with the most composure as a senior.
Here is Messam with it. Left hand dribble. Off to Hood, high post, shot clock at 8. The feed to the cutting Beverly. She lays it up and in! And Hartford leads by 4 with 34 seconds left to go. With second is good as well. 6-point game, 11 seconds left to go. In it comes quickly to Bowens with 10 seconds left to go. Bowens, fancy dribbling, hooks up, a shot no good. Rebound, Hood with 4 seconds, off to Witt with 2. Witt has it, 1 second left to go. There's your buzzer, rack it up. The Hawks have won their first NCAA tournament game in school history as the number 11 seed Hawks have knocked off the Owls of Temple 64-58 here in Trenton this afternoon.
does this victory mean for your program?
It just means so much. Our kids are so motivated all year to get here, and they just played so hard today. It just, we've really taken a step to the next level and been able to compete now on a national level against a tremendous, tremendous Temple program. So I'm really proud of my kids right now.
What was the difference maker for your team today?
Well, they never got phased. I thought our kids did a great job defensively on Dupree. They fought and fought and fought because she's such a tremendous player. But we made plays on offense, and I knew it would come down to that. I knew it would come down to us making plays, and we were so balanced. Danielle had stepped up big today, but it was everybody across the board stepping up. Our balance on offense was great.
Wingo here, Kara Lawson, Stacy Dale Schumann with me. A huge win for Hartford. The second time this tournament we've seen an 11 seed take out a 6 seed. What does it say for the program of the Hartford Hawks? Only the second time an America East Conference team has won in the NCAA tournament.
Well, I think it says that they can compete with anyone in the country, and when you look at what they did today, executing a game plan to perfection in terms of taking Candace Dupree out of the ball game, and they got contributions from a lot of players on the offensive end.
And using terrific leadership with Erica Messam. She's just a fantastic, versatile player. I think she really embodies all of the traits that her coach embodies, Jen Rosati, the feisty defense, the offense, the sharing of the basketball. They did a terrific job today.
Absolutely. They should enjoy this one.
When it was clear that we were going to win the first time we had ever won an NCAA tournament game in women's basketball, and standing in the stands and throwing my arms up in the air, and what I really remember in my mind's eye is I was watching Erica Messam celebrate when it dawned on her that we had won the game. And it's one of those feelings that I will never forget.
Beyond the basketball, what I remember most about my experience at Hartford is the people.
We just cared about each other. We did stuff on and off the court. You did things for each other that you wouldn't think, you didn't expect someone to do for you that you just met.
Everybody in the team recognized that no role was less important than the other, regardless of whether or not you were the leading scorer, the leading rebounder, the best defender, the best three-point shooter, the verbal leader on the court or the non-verbal leader on the court, the person who cheered the loudest on the bench that got everybody fired up when we were down, or the person after a loss that you look for those couple words when everybody was hanging their heads low.
The leadership that year was phenomenal. I think that we had a really good combination of different personalities taking different roles, and whether it was Erica Messam just kicking ass and her quiet confidence, which I personally responded really well to, just leading by action, and that was definitely very inspiring. We had so many good players, whether it was Kia being goofy, but in a very kind of motivational way. Kia has a way to do that, where you just wanna play with her and you wanna help make her better. Or it was Kate, and Kate was kind of like always there for everyone, and provided confidence and laughs and whatever you needed. Kate could find a way to lift you up, and I think there was something to say about a lot of different people, and that's why it's hard to even answer the question, at least in its entirety. But it was really cool to be a part of that team, especially being younger and having those women to look up to.
Yourself to try and break into the starting lineup, or whether it was to try and get the starting lineup ready for the next component. We had a lot of people on that team who were extremely mentally tough.
Our legacy for the 2005-2006 season, well, we went 27-4 that year, and we lost 0 games at home. So I'd probably say that our legacy was that we were a team of girls who knew how to dig deep within ourselves, and if we ever needed somebody to lean on, they were there on either side of us. No matter what it took, no matter how far we were pushed, that team knew how to get it done.
(30-21), Vermont by 9, 18:23 left to go. Hood now penetrating inside, gives it off. Schaefer for three. It's good! 46-41, Hawks down 5. And Schaefer has the rebound. The Hawks can tie. Here's Witt, right down the center lane. Nice pass, put up and in, we're tied. 52-52, the Hawks have climbed the mountain, and now the crowd urging on the Vermont offense. Hawks match up tonight with Rhode Island. Matulis to Gale, to the cutter. Witt, who sneaks her way inside and lays it in. 40-34, the Hawks by a half dozen with 12 minutes left in the game. Loyola's taking its sweet time here. Here's Harrington, looking to drive baseline. Shot clock at 4. Down low it goes. They're going to have to put it up. Off balance shot, no good. And back comes Messam. Erica, nice pass, laid up and in by Witt. The Messam-Witt combination may have sealed this one. 55-48 Hartford. Up top, Gale. Down low, Matulis. There goes Matulis to the hoop. She lays it up and in and draws the foul. So there it is again, 7-point lead for Hartford. It's as close as Seton Hall has been. They've cut it to 7 a few times here. Inbounding it will be Messam. It was originally going to be Schaefer, but she moved now back outside. And she's free if they get it to her. There it goes. And there it goes up. It's good! 4-3. 4 3-pointers. Mary Lynn Schaefer. And it's 52-42. The one advantage to sitting up there. You do see that develop. I saw her wide open and it went right to her. Here's Gale. Off to Wexler, sideline right. Off to Hood, double, now triple team. Back with, baseline drive. Nice dish, Hood up and in, and the foul. Here's Schaefer spinning around. Off to Hood, baseline drive, up and in, and she draws the foul. 7:45 left to go as DiDonato, the head deke right side. Back down, Hood. She goes up. She has 30 as she lays it up and in. And timeout Albany, Danielle Hood. There's the buzzer. Rack up number 100. Jen Rosati has joined the Century Club as head coach with victory number 100 in her coaching career. Foul shot is good. There's 9.99. So here will be